Wins pay the bills, baby. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet.
Game time, bring
Fans
the pain
live for games
time.
like this one.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up.
Here we go.
You look at the Lakers. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
You can tell how much MP cares about these rivalries. He has been absolutely on fire when the games matter the most. And how important it is to him to win these games. It's about pride, not just for him, but for his entire team as well.
And the Lakers starting five. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's the monster in at the shooting guard position. Well, with all the battles past, Grant, definitely some history between these two teams.
Oh, B.A., this is high level. You talk East versus West, that's usually championship or bust type aspirations.
Now here's White. His last outing, he had 18 points. Just 3 to shoot. Gets the 14-footer to fall. White's got his second basket of the night.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
He tries for 3. And the basket by the monster. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
White for 3. Love grabs the miss.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a 3 of his own.
From deep. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Looking to end the run. Love grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the basket by the monster.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a look here at the shooters doing the most damage from long range this season. Second, Luka Doncic. Fourth, Dalton Connect.
And the way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Outside White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Vanderbilt. Hachimura outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And another three for the Lakers.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Celtics trail by 14. To the paint. Here's White. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. White's got 7 points in the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Vanderbilt against Tatum. Over Vanderbilt. Tatum. Good.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
And the basket by the monster.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Now White. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. He's made three. He's missed three so far. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And Boston has possession. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Pritchard. There's the three. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 5 rebounds in the game. Doncic on the wing. He shoots. Drops one in from the wing.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Celtics trail by 13. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes comes in for Love, and Finney-Smith subbed in for Vanderbilt.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Boston shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Shireman. Pass to Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. No good that time. Some solid defense from Hayes. Doncic outside. Here's the monster. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Back to Brown. Shot left block. Out to Horford. From downtown. The monster grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 19. Pass to Hayes. Brown with the steal. Here's Shireman. Off the mark there with a 3. So it's Los Angeles now. What an impressive regular season they've been having, getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
Here's Shireman following the score by Los Angeles. To the middle. Will it go? And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Pass to Doncic. Here's the monster. Nice D from Brown.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Now here's Horford. Three-pointer, no good. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Brown scanning the floor. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Shireman. Here's Hauser. Brown with it. Lets the three fly. He drops it from range. Brown's got 5 now.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's the monster in at the point guard position. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Horford, a screen on Reeves. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers. The Monsters got 4 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with it.
And it's good! He hits another one!
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
Boy, it just seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
They're closing in on Wilt Chamberlain's incredible 1962 campaign. You know, it's hard to believe what we're witnessing.
And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Monday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The way they've been conducting themselves lately, I think they'll have no trouble maintaining their current momentum. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, and the wins will follow.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Finney-Smith. Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds. The Lakers will take it. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. The Lakers in 5th.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Here's Reeves. He's scoreless. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Shireman. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. The Lakers lead by 22. Pass to the monster. He shoots a three. Horford pulls it in. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Down low. Here's the monster. Lays it up and banks it in. The Monsters got 44.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Back to Tatum. This one for 3. The Monster grabs the miss. The Monsters got rebound number 5 here tonight. Reeves, the pass to the Monster. He puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. The Monsters got 47 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And guys, they're up to 19 straight now. What a remarkable run.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Oh, got that one up quick. The Monsters got 53 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Pritchard. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the Monster. The three-pointer off the mark. And the Celtics shooting 34% thus far in this game. Pass to Hauser. To the wing, right side. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
The Monster misses. We talk about how much of a grind the schedule can be, Stan, but here we are. It feels like this season has flown by.
Yeah, Brian, on the one hand, the regular season can be a marathon, but on the other hand, when you really get into it and into that routine every night, it's over before you know it.
Certainly has been entertaining. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Horford. Doncic passes to the Monster. Kicks it to Doncic. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Doncic has got 5.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Pass to Porzingis. To the inside. Here's White. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. Reddish passes to the Monster. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. From the arc. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Doncic passes to the Monster. And the 3 off target. Boston has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. White, good.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
50 seconds left in the first half. Doncic on the wing. Pass to the monster. Oh, he tries a three. And no good. Boston's shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Good work defensively by White. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Porzingis has gotten his first bucket of the night. Here's the monster. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. From deep three-point range. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they're pretty entrenched in their power ranking spot. Hard to see much movement from them this late in this year.
And switching gears now to that first half, what a difficult start for the Boston Celtics.
They've got to run shooters off.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court, Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And yep, it's good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Here's the monster. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Pass to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. The monster misses.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
And there's White. That's good on the assist from Brown. White's got 4 points this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. You take a look at the Celtics. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
Well, right now for Boston, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
The monster misses. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside White. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Lakers. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Drills it from deep. White's got 19 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Oh, from deep. And the basket by the monster.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Here's Brown. He's off on that one. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Here's the monster. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside White. Down low. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. It's a completely new group for the Lakers. Left side, Brown. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's gotten 4 this quarter.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
He got it again! Sensational!
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pulls up. No luck on that one. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers destroying the competition as they end the quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Cam Reddish, Maxi Kleber out there with Hayes. Then there's James, and it's the monster in at the point guard position. Here's Cornette. Outside Tatum. Floats one up. The 3 from Craig. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Craig's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's James. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Tatum against Reddish. 13 feet out. It's hauled in by Reddish. James outside. And coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where Zingis is checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Pritchard, pass to Cornette. Now here's Tatum. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Looking to end this cold spell, and it's Tatum missing.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Back to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Love's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Finney Smith. Drains the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Porzingis in the post. Kleba on him. Porzingis in the post. He's checked by Kleba. Just 5 to shoot. Pritchard. Shot blocked.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to the monster. Lets it go from the wing. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's Tatum missing.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
The monster misses. Boston's shooting just 33% so far in this game. On the wing, Tatum. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Pritchard. No good. Unable to win this run.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown.
Get the perimeter.
Right side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Pritchard. Pure from three-point range.
Well, at 7-2, Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Left side, Tatum.
Oh, my gosh.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Monster.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Outside Porzingis. Pritchard gets it to go.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Tries a 10-footer. Another bucket. Wow. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Tatum passes to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Now Tatum. He's marked by Finney Smith. Tatum against Love. Pass to Cornette. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Knocks down the triple.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now Tatum. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and